Now it's almost 2 a.m. on a random Tuesday. I've spent the last 3 hours, 4, nearly 5 hours actually, just watching musicians play their music, especially a lot of the musicians at Transformation Church. People like Caleb Shawn. And obviously, if you checked out my last video and you kind of know me or been in my head, you'll know that I've been thinking so much about, I guess, like God's giftings and true expression and excellence and perfection and mastery, all of those different things. I'm obsessed with it. A couple things that I kind of want to like talk about a bit more and go on the journey of expressing myself to really see where my head is at is idolatry. I'll start with that last one first because I find it the most interesting and it's the most new to me. In fact, it only just came in that moment. I'm so obsessed now with perfecting or mastering this gift. Mastering this pursuit and this skill in visual storytelling. Now, I don't want to do the whole self-doubt thing and unbelieving that I'm not going to be capable of all these things, because I know that I am, I'm so intrigued about what this looks like. I'm so intrigued about the level of mastery that I can get to. But one thing I'm aware of, I'm not even going to say fearful of, I'm going to say aware of, is how easy it is to make this gift an idol. Not even just make the gift an idol, but make mastering the gift an idol. A couple of years ago, I made a piece where I was talking about why I hate being called a creative. And the premise of the whole video is basically just talking about the fact that when you say that you're a creative, and in today's day and age, being a creative is the newest way to be a trailblazer, a vagabond, an outlier, a nomad. Just say, I'm a creative, man. And somehow that means you're a person that goes beyond the status quo and stuff like that. Does more than what can be seen as regular. You're not just a corporate babe or a corporate dude, whatever they call it. You're more. You're almost more than just human, because you have the ability to create and orchestrate and ideate things into existence that wasn't there before. And that's why I struggled to really connect to the creative community, because I didn't see it that way. I wasn't someone that initially started off, as an artist. I was very academic, and that's what I kind of put myself in a line to do. So then when transitioning into the artistic side, having all these things about being a creative and stuff like that just didn't resonate with me, because it wasn't that deep. And it still isn't now. But I think a lot of people who are artists and are creatives have that title as an idol, have their gift as an idol, have their talent as an idol. Without being able to actually have that, they have no identity. I was having a dope conversation with one of my guys. He was just talking about music and how much music was his identity at some point, and now that he's going through a season where he's not necessarily engaging with it the way he used to, he questioned God, like, yo, I wonder if God's the one that took it away from me. And I challenged him and I said, maybe the reason he did is because you saw her as an idol. It was the gift that gave you value, the talent that gave you value, the recognition that gave you value. Not God's awareness and recognition of you, but just the fact that people saw you as special because you played music. I don't want to get so good at mastering this gift that people just see me. And not only that people just see me, that I just see me. I don't just see the hours that I put in the work that I put in the commitment, but at every moment, I could just surrender this gift. I could give it all away. I can get rid of that selfish ambition and just give it all away and really be in service to the gift. Lord, I don't want to put anything above you, but I want to seek this to the fullness that it can ever be. I want my heart to be in the right place. I want the foundations of this gift to be the right thing. I find having a relationship with the Holy Spirit so interesting. There's a new awareness of God, like there's a new awareness of His Spirit, just like on the day-to-day, like knowing now, even though the candle's lit, I don't need to light incense and an aroma to welcome and summon His presence. It's just in me, And because of that awareness, everything has new meaning and new worth and new value. My care and my passion in my heart right now, it's more than just me. And I always have the ability to ask the Holy Spirit, Lord, why is that there? What do you want me to do with that? How do you want me to even think about that thing? Like giving ownership over my feelings to the Lord and to the Holy Spirit. It's sitting in these spaces of quiet. That's where your thoughts become so loud. The beats of your hearts become louder. That's where you really see who it is that you are and what it is that you want to do. And as I sit here and I watch those videos of those artists who are doing it in service to God, who are not just gifted, but they are anointed, blessed, set apart. It's different, man. It's different. I don't know if there's a particular thing that I'm going to do in the sense of, when you measure what, as much as I don't want the worldly success, when you measure it against what God can do in terms of worldly success, you see people like Tyler Perry, all of these amazing, amazing people. And I'm like, I wonder if one day like it's going to get to that level, or whether it's going to be one of them ones where I'm secretly an underground master at this thing that no one ever knows about until maybe I pass away. I think about that quite a bit. But as I was walking through the courtyard to go pick up a package, all I was thinking about was just this idea that like, if I spend the rest of my life just pursuing to be excellent, just pursuing this every single day, doing it as if I'm doing it for God every day, there's literally no way that I can fail. I think it was a podcast I did maybe 2 years ago, and I was talking about, or maybe it was something I wrote, I can't remember, but I was expressing an idea that sometimes in life, especially when you're on a creative path, like you see the levels that there is in this game, and that you know what people are on. There's people that can kill the game. And a lot of reasons why, well, one of the reasons why people don't commit to getting to the point that I need to get to is because where they're at in terms of their practical skill level, and then the idea of what's good and what they can ever get to is so far away. That chasm is the thing that hinders movement. And I think for me right now, like there is a huge chasm in the way, because it's like, even this shot, like there's inspirations from it. There's doubt in it. It wasn't what I wanted or what I saw. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this means that I'm good or not. There's a chasm in the way. There's a voice in my head that stops me. That makes me think, nah, G, like, what's a camera ever gonna do for you? But if I give that voice the space to speak and still take ownership and declare that I'm going to take a step regardless what I think, regardless whether it's pointless, regardless whether I can calculate and define the next steps, but I'm gonna take a step just so that I know that I am pursuing God. It's so much more important to me. Especially now that I'm training for this marathon, it's opened my perspective to this idea of like longevity and making the distance, and like it says in Timothy, running the race well. No matter, I've been really trying to understand pacing and understand my strength and where I need to get to and how I can actually finish this race, because this thing is far. But what's standing out to me the most is when I'm thinking about the 42 kilometers that I'm gonna have to run that day. That is so overwhelming that I don't even want to get out of bed to even start the run, But when I break it down to, okay, just make it to that lamppost. Just make that first kilometer. Just take that next step. And taking a step every single time. Every moment there's that doubt. Every moment there's that, oh, yep, you're done. Just taking another step. Because then it means you're never really finished until you actually can't move anymore. Until I actually practically can't take another step, I'm not done. And with this journey, whether it cuts left or cuts right or goes round in loops and over the hill and far, far away, I'm just going to take a step. Just a step. Lord, just a step. Just a step, Lord. Order my steps, Lord. I feel like this period of my life, it feels like Peter stepping onto the water in the middle of the storm. And I just want to, when I look at Jesus and I look at the Holy Spirit and I look at, the Father, and I see what's happening, and I see him saying, draw closer to me. This is where I want you to go. This is what I want you to do. Draw closer to me. As I hop out of that boat and start making decisions that are so far from what seems normal or possible, I don't want to ever look at the wave and that be the thing that makes me fail. I don't want to lose my faith in the moment where trusting God can make me literally do a miracle. Lord, order my steps and fix my eyes on you, Lord. These are the prayers that I want to be praying every day.